I just realized I was muted for that entire thing. Cool. So, basically, I wasn't able to get as much product as I wanted because scalpers suck. But I did get a bundle, 5 individual boosters, and the 10 deck. So, we'll open that, and then we'll do some commander building. Oh look, the 20 on the die is a little Moogle. We got 9 packs. Let's just crack the lands first. Ooh, they're all the full art lands. Yay. Oh, and there's the waste. Are wastes still like $15? Yeah. Are promos in this fixed? No, they're not. Cool. So it looks like the promos I got are Avalanche of Sector 7. So Biggs, Jesse, and Wedge. And Bannon, the Returner's leader. And of course, full arts of the lands. Not the best legends, but Bannon's alright. It's off to the side. And we'll just start cracking packs. I'm looking for summons, specifically. So we got Weapons Vendor, Haste Magic, Hectaze, the Town Greeter, Ice Magic, the Lunatic Pandora, Memories of Nibelheim, which is Stroke of Midnight. Destroy target, non-land permanent. Oh, hold on, let me turn the volume on the music down. That should be a little better. That's cool. Giat, King of the Dwarves, the Coral Sword, Poison the Waters, Garland, the Wind Crystal. Cool. Actually kind of wanted that for something. Oh, yes, I need that for my life gain deck. And the foil Shambling Seath and Treno. And a Wizard and Bird token. Next pack we've got... Oh, hold on, where's OBS? There we go. Dreams of Laguna, Magitech Infantry, Warrior Sword, Cornered by Black Mages, Gubu, Gardener, Magic Pot, the Instant Ramen, now with 100% less cup noodle branding. Snowvilliers, Reach the Horizon, Eject, Rydia, Ishgard, Foil Crystal Fragments, and then a art card for Jill. Actually, That one we're going to set aside because it's got a summon on the back. It's Alexander. I don't think any of... Oh, and actually we need to set Rydia aside too. And we're probably going to set Ishgard aside too. Just because those are all for the deck that we're going to be working on, which is it's going to be sagas. I don't think there's anything else in here. That I needed for sagas. No. Okay. Next. I'll put those up there. Dwarven Castle Guard, Thunder Magic, Undercity Dire Rat, Blitzball Shot, Combat Tutorial, The Crossroads Village, Laughing Mad, Capital City, Crystal's Chosen, Ilmeg Pixie, the Darkness Crystal. So we've got the Wind Crystal and the Darkness Crystal. Was it the Wind Crystal? I don't remember. The White Crystal. That actually I have a use for as well. Ooh, and Mythic! We got the Ancient Adamantoise. I don't know for sure that I have a home for this yet, but I will probably find a home for it. So we're just going to set that off to the side there. And a foil Crossroads Village. The Sabatender, cornered by Black Mages. Commune with Beavers. Guys speak Beaver. Ice Flan, a Curl, White Mage's Staff, another Lunatic Pandora. Ooh, another of the full art reprint cards. The Wild Rose Rebellion, aka Counterspell. It's just good old Counterspell. Albert Steiner. Him I have a home for already. Cargo Ship. Gaius von Belser. Genova. Genova I might have a use for as well. Then foil Dwarven Castle Guard and a foil Forest and an art card for this is Kina from Final Fantasy IX. Gigantode, the Rook Turret, Aerith Rescue Mission. This is the fun one, where you can either take the elevator and create 3 heroes, or take 59 flights of stairs, and you can tap up to 3 creatures and put a stun counter on them, because they're exhausted from taking the stairs. The Blazing Bomb, Fight On, the World Map, the Grand Pulse Ochu. Ooh, Diamond Weapon. Ether. I like the flavor text is just what the Ether does. Restores 20 NP. The Final Days. Zell. And Kuja. Oh, and a foil show or foil altar Omega. That's neat. And then a swamp. Sephiroth's intervention. Gigantode stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. You're not alone. Blazing Bomb. Hillgigas. Oh, Endwalker. It's Brainstorm. Still haven't gotten the one of these I want, which is the Yuffie one. Because that's Yuriko. Battle menu. Thief's Knife. Gladiolus. Ooh, hey, Summon Titan. Oop, that's wrong pile. That's good. The Genji Glove. Rook Turret. And Windhurst. And then Token. And we've got the Balam T-Rexar, Dragoon's Wyvern, Galecat, Suplex the Train, the Namazu Trader, Vane's Treachery, the Adventurer's Inn, Eden, Seed of the Sanctum. Hey, we got Locke. Barrett Wallace. Oh, Summon Anima and Summon Leviathan. Nice. Foil Fire Magic, and then ooh, and the full art and the showcase cloud art card. That's very nice. I actually really like that one. Geishel Greens, Magic Damper, Cloudbound Moogle, oop, Summon GF Ifrit, the Arimon, Sahagin. Oh, it's Squall, but not Squall, because it's actually Danitha. Cool. I actually do know where I'm going to use that. Black Waltz number 3. The Prima Vista, Radia's Return, X-Death. Oh, cool. Same pack, two different Squalls. We got actual Squall and kind of Squall in the same pack. Okay. And then the Undercity Dire Rat. Oh, and a foil waste. Right, last pack from the bundle. Airship Crash. Isn't this just Plummet? Or slightly better Plummet, I guess. Retrieve the Esper. Fate of the Suncrist. Red Mage's Rapier. Black Mage's Rod. The Iron Giant. Vincent's Limit Break. I saw the white border and got hopeful, but it's Gilgamesh. Which is actually Godo. What does this actually do? Search your library for an equipment, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. When it attacks for the first time, untap it, and all samurai you control. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Oh, Summon Fenrir. Yay. Put that in the summon pile. For when you really need to kill something. Overkill. Gets past indestructible. Freya Crescent. We got Noctis. And a foil weapons vendor. Alright, now we're on to the single boosters. We only pulled one mythic. That's unfortunate. Come on. Magitech Infantry, Warrior Sword, cornered by Black Mages, the Gardener, Scorpion Sentinel, Syncopate. Oh, we got Arden. The full art Arden reprint card. Varagoth, the Bloodsky Sire. Oh, he's from Kaldheim. There we go. Oh, summon Esperama. There's Zack. Clash of the Icons. Summon Fat Chocobo! Full art. Yes! Yes! Oh, hey, Balthier and Fron. And then a foil Elixir. And foil Windhurst. Alright, so we got Weapons Vendor, Haste Magic, Hectize, Town Greeter, Ice Magic, the Port Scout, another Memories of Nibelheim, shame, Giat, Coral Sword, Poison the Waters, Side Quest Hunt the Mark. What does this turn into? Oh, Izamat, Ultimate Mark. Okay, cool. Minwu, White Mage. Oh, Titus. We got the Blitzball Star Titus. And then Mountain. These individual blister pack things are not opening well. They just keep ripping in half. Alright, so the Quetrub, Forayer, Gardener, Scorpion Sentinel, Summon Chocomog! Yeah! The Item Shopkeeper, Vane's Treachery, Syncopate, oh, Battle at the Bridge, which is just Fatal Push. That's really cool art. Circle of Power, Thief's Knife, Torgal, the goodest of boys, Balthier and Fron, and foil Light of Judgment, and another foil Windhurst. Come on, open. Oh, we got an art card instead of a token. Oh, it's Kina again. Let's see. We got Malboro, the Bard's Bow, Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum, You're Not Alone, Light of Judgment, the Blitzball. It's a Mana Rock. Iron Giant, Clash of the Icons, which actually we want because that's a Saga card. Elixir, Random Encounter, Magitech Armor, Knights of the Round. We got the nice. Oh, that's a mythic too. We got the full art Knights of the Round, and a Hilgigas. Neat. Alright, that was pretty good. Alright, so Combat Tutorial, Magitech Infantry, Warrior Sword, Resentful Revelation, Chocobo Kick, Instant Ramen, Magic Pot, Ash, Princess of Dalmasca, Circle of Power, Thieves Knife, Sid! We've specifically got the Final Fantasy XI Sid. Yikes. This card is neat, but it's missing a single line of text. It's cool that you can have any number of cards named Sid Timeless Artificer, so you can play all the different Sids, but you can still only control one Sid at a time, because they didn't make him immune to the legendary rule. So that kind of sucks. Minwoo, and a foil random encounter. Alright, well that was the last pack. Now, clean up some of my mess. We're gonna open this because there is a collector booster sampler in here, so we'll get some extra cards out of that. Fortunately, didn't get the Yuffie I was hoping for. And the reason I got the 10 deck specifically is because we're going to parts it out to use in the Saga deck. That's a security card. The deck box, which I don't know, maybe we'll use for this. Just pull it up and put it off to the side. I think there it is. Just trying to find the sampler pack. Alright. Should be everything. Yes. Alright, cool. Put the tray back in the box so we can throw the box away. What do we got in here? An ad. Oh yes, an ad for Secret Lair. I'm sure those went well. So we got the Eye of Nidhogg. And Papalimo. Cool. Alright, so Now we're basically just gonna move into deck building right away because we've known what was in these decks for the longest time. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna put the Ancient Adamantoids off to the side now. Grab all the tokens off the back here. Wow, that's it for tokens? I figured there'd be a lot more. Oh. It's because there's there's 3 counter sheets. Alright. So, we're gonna put Titus off to the side as a maybe. Yuna definitely goes in. We're gonna put Yuna over here. I don't think Orin has a spot. Chocobo Knights. Gata and Luzu. Lord Jiskel is a maybe. Summon Ixion we want. Summon Yojimbo we want. Probably not that. Nah. Maybe Lulu, because she proliferates. Oh, Owaka we probably want because he takes counters off of things. So we can keep our summons around for longer. Riku we want. Summon Valefor. Right, Maester Seymour. No. Now we're good on Sphere Grid. Summon Magus Sisters. Trommel might be maybe. We'll put Yuna's Decision in the maybe pile as well. Yuna's Whistle, while cool, I don't think will do much for us. Kimari. No. Shalinda is really good, but I don't think it's what we want for this deck. Sin. No, I don't really think so. Oh, okay, that was just trash falling over. Waka. No. I think we're good. No. Damning Verdict, we definitely won. Artwork that continues to make me sad. This is the second time they've reprinted this card in a Universes Beyond set that has made me cry. Because the Doctor Who one was also very upsetting. Luminous Broodmoth. The Promise of Loyalty. Resourceful Defense. We'll put that one in the maybe pile. Scholar of New Horizons. We'll put that one in the maybe pile as well. Sunscorched Region is very good, but not for this deck. Together Forever. I think we're good. Yeah, I don't think we need Chasm Skulker. I think we'll put an Execrable Tide in. Pull from Tomorrow I think is fine. Bane of Progress we don't need. Fight Rigging. Beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. No, that's for +1/+1 counters. Forgotten Ancient is good for +1/+1 counters. And a creature you don't control. No, that's a pass. Nope. 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 No. Nope. Oh, Tireless Tracker is good, but not what I want for this deck. Altered Ego, Endless Detour. Fathom Mage. Walking Ballista. Alright, and then we're in the lands. I do want Exotic Orchard, because we are going to be a 5-color deck. Actually, probably. I'm just going to go through and worry about the lands later. But there are a decent set of lands in here. Oh, and then we have Destroy Evil, Grateful Apparition. I don't think we need that. Path to Exile. Yeah. Offer you can't refuse. Duskshell Crawler. Ooh. Farseek. 3 visits probably is good. Bred for the Hunt. We definitely want Arcane Signet. Chalice could be interesting. Simply because we might have a lot of Proliferate. Also Soul Ring. I'll hold off on Chalice for now. Oh yeah, Nesting Grounds we might want. We're gonna put Path of Ancestry in simply because it taps for 5 colors of mana. Command Tower, and then we've got lands. Basics. Cool. Alright, so these are all the ones that we're definitely not using. So I'm going to put those off to the side. These are ones that we definitely want, and these are maybes. So the maybes we're going to put off to the side. And now land, artifacts. Just get a sense of where we're at here. Cool. All right. We might move this to the maybe pile. I think we'll do that. We'll move this to the maybe pile for now. All right. Now, the cards I prepared earlier. So obviously we have our commander, Tom Bombadil. As long as there are 4 or more lore counters among sagas you control, Tom Bombadil has hexproof and indestructible. And when the final chapter of a saga you control resolves, reveal cards on the top of your library until you reveal a saga, put it onto the battlefield, and then put the rest in the bottom of your library. It triggers only once each turn. It's good. He makes sagas go. We're just gonna leave him right. Nope. Well, I was gonna. Oh, he's gonna sit there because obviously he's the commander. Next, we have Sigurd. Who cares about sagas? Ivor. I do want Shieldred because it's a creature, another creature that turns itself into a saga. So, and then I think the rest of the stack that I have pulled out is all just sagas. Oh, also Command Sphere. I think we'll keep that in. I already have Command Tower and Path of Ancestry, so I don't need those anymore. Okay. So let's look at the non-saga things that I have already pulled out. We've got Starnheim Courser, who makes things cheaper. Oromancer, who pulls enchantments back from the graveyard. Also, Hana, who does the same thing. Sithis is a Enchantress. This makes enchantments cheaper, and then I put Atraxa in here because it proliferates. I probably want the 2 cost reducers. Maybe Atraxa. I don't know. We'll put the rest of these in the maybe pile. Alright, let's see where we're at creature-wise now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 creatures. 24 with the commander. Okay. Not exactly where I'd like it, but I didn't get the other Yuna that I was looking for, which is unfortunate. Let's see, what do we got? What options do we have here? Hidetsugu, who also transforms into... Alright, let's go through and pull out all of these enchantments that I have that turn into creatures. Oh, hold on, that's a... Okay, and those I can just put off to the side because they're lands that I don't need anymore. Alright. Historian's Boon. Or final... Oh, yes, it makes angels whenever sagas resolve. Yeah, we want that. Alright. So let's see what we have here for ones that flip into creatures. Tribute to Hirobi. Each opponent makes a rat twice, and then it transforms. Takes control of all the rats. And when it attacks, you may sack a creature if you do draw a card. Not great. because there's a good chance they probably aren't going to have those rats by the time this flips. Okay. Each opponent loses a life and you gain a life twice, and then it flips to vehicles you control have menace. Not useful. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn, or you gain 2 life. Pay life, add black. Spend only to cast instant or sorceries. Also not super helpful. Behold the Unspeakable. Creatures you control get -2/-0 until your next turn. If you have 1 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 4. Otherwise, scry 2. Then draw 2 cards. And then it flips into the Unspeakable, who gets +1/+1 for each card in your hand. Maybe. We'll put Behold the Unspeakable into a maybe saga pile. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or vehicle you control. It gains vigilance until end of turn. And then it's just 5/5 with vigilance and haste on the other side. Maybe? Jugon defends the temple. Create a monk, which is a mana dork. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature up to 2 creatures, and then it flips. When another creature enters the battlefield, you may pay X to put X +1/+1 counters, and whenever you have, as long as you have 5 or more. Oh, right. All these saga creatures are going to count as modified creatures, aren't they? You're going in. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. And then it flips into a 3/3 with trample and haste. Not great, but also not terrible. So we'll put it in the maybe pile. Ichigo's Reign of Truth. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each artifact and or enchantment you control. Already off to a good start. Oh, and then it gets +1. Yeah, so this is going in because it's an enchantress, kind of. Fall of Vornconda. Removal spell. Each player gains control of all permanents they own. Okay, so Chapter 2 isn't great. And when it dies, it's a defender with... When it dies, draw a card. It may be worth playing just for the removal spell part. And the fact that I can just skip it through to the being a creature. We'll put it in the maybe pile. Arrow of Enlightenment. Scry 2, gain 2 life. Oh, that's a duplicate. So we'll put that off to the side. Scry 2, gain 2 life, and then it flips into a 2/2 with First Strike. Not awful, not the best. We'll put it in the maybe pile. Befriending the Moss. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. And then it's just a 2/4 with flying. That's 4 mana. That might not be worth playing. Hidekatsugu nukes all the tokens. Mana value 1 or less. Exiles all graveyards. And then flips. Deals damage, puts +1/+1 counter on it. Is dealt 10 or more. Oh. This could... I think we're going to play this. Exiling all graveyards might backfire, but if you do it early enough, I mean, this could just end the game. Or at least it makes somebody else's life miserable. I think we're going to play that. And then we have the Kami War. Exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls. Return up to one other target permanent to its owner's hand. Then each opponent discards a card. And then it flips into Okagachi, Made Manifest. It's all colors. It has flying and trample. When it attacks, if any player chooses a non-land card in your graveyard, return that card to your hand. Oh, yes. Yeah, we're playing that. Alright, cool. Alright, where does that put us? So these I'm probably not playing. We're going to move these off onto my not playing pile. I need to make some more space here. Alright, now let's go through the rest of these and see what we can find here to play. Oh, actually, you know what? Where is... I don't think it was that deck. I think it was... this one. Doctor Who deck that I've never used. I was trying to keep together, but there's a lot of good cards in here. That I could play for this deck. I think we're going to hold off on taking this apart, and then I will track down another one of those at some point. I'm already going to have to make changes to this deck in the future anyway, when I get the rest of the cards for it from the set. Alright, so we have Carter's Vicious Return. I do know I have Eldest Reborn in here, which I definitely want, because that's just a good card. Alright, what does Carter do? Sack creature, Carter deals 3 damage to any target. Each player discards card, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Maybe if I could skip through it, it'd be fine. Because I'm probably not doing the first effect very often. Unless we're making tokens, which is very possible with sagas. We'll put it in the maybe pile. Because it is a bolt. Kind of. In a roundabout way. Birth of the Imperium. Make a 2/2 Astartes Warrior. With Vigilance for each opponent. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Draw 2 cards for each opponent who controls fewer creatures than you do. Maybe. Horus Heresy. For each opponent, gain control of up to 1 target non-legendary creature that player controls, for as long as the Horus Heresy remains on the battlefield. So I could take their stuff for a while. Draw a card for each creature you controlled by the unknown. Starting with you, each player chooses a creature. Destroy each creature chosen this way. I think we might keep this one. I think we'll play the Horus Heresy. The first Tyrannic War. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. If its mana cost contains X, it enters the battlefield with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the number of lands you control. Double the number of each kind of counter on target creature you control. Maybe. Binding of the Old Gods. Destroy target non-land permanent. Search for a forest. And creatures you control gain Death Touch. I think we play this. Is this a removal spell? Basically, I want to be playing as few non-Sagas cards as possible. So if I can get removal in my Sagas and ramp in my Sagas, I think that's what I want to do. Yeah, we'll do that. Follow the Imposter. +1/+1 counter on target creature. Exile creature with the greatest power among creatures your opponent controls. Maybe. Trickster God Heist. Exchange control of two target creatures. Exchange control of two target non-basic non-creature permanents that share a card type. And target player loses 3 life and you gain 3. I think that one we can pass on. That one doesn't seem very useful. 3 seasons. Mill 3 cards, return 2... Okay, yep, nope. This cares about snow, which we are not using, so that one can immediately go into the no pile. For each Foretold card you... Okay, goodbye. Makes an angel. Until end of turn, angels you control gain tap, destroy target creature with powerless. Okay, yep. This is all about angels. I just went through and pulled out every saga I could find in my collection, by the way. That's why why there's so many. Make a Berserker. Whenever a Berserker attacks, draw a card, lose a life, add red for each Berserker. I think we will pass on that one. Scry 2, draw a card, then you can reveal a giant. What do you do? It deals... Okay, nope. Not useful. Follow the first civilization. You and target opponent each draw 2 cards. Exile target artifact an opponent controls. Each player chooses 3 non-land permanents they control. Destroy all of their non-land permanents. That's a board wipe. We will play that. Love Song of Night and Day. You and target opponent each draw 2 cards. Create a bird. And put a +1/+1 counter of each up to 2 target creatures. Meh. We'll put it in the maybe pile. The 3 Blind Mice. Create a mouse. Create a token of that's a copy of target token you control, and creatures you control get +1/+1 and vigilance until end of turn. I don't think 3 mana for a mouse. Oh, well. That's another duplicate. I think we'll put 3 Blind Mice in the no pile as well. Ajani Fells the Godsire. Exile target creature and opponent controls power 3 or greater. Ooh. Create a cat warrior. And put a vigilance counter on a creature you control, and target creature you control gains double strike. I think we'll play that. Origin of the Hidden Ones. Deals 4 damage to any target. Creates 2 assassins. Whenever an assassin you control attacks this turn, create an assassin. I think we'll play that one. Worst case scenario, it's does 4 mana for 4 damage. Create an Ornithopter. Tap any number of target artifacts you control. When you do, it deals that much damage to target creature or planeswalker. Up to 1 target artifact you control. I don't think we need that one. We'll pass on that one. We're not really using artifacts. Corvol, the Noble Thief. Makes treasure tokens. Oh. Yeah, I think we're going to play that one. There and back again. Up to 1 target creature can't block for as long as you control there and back again. The ring tempts you. Search for a mountain, put it on the battlefield, and then create Smaug. Create 14. Okay, yep, we're playing this. Massworks 1, a Massworks 2. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and menace until end of turn. Maybe. Ral in the Implicit Maze. Deals 2 damage to each creature and planeswalker your opponent's controls. Discard a card. If you do, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them until end of your next turn. And create a Spellgorger Weird. That might be worth just to keep, just for the first effect. I mean, it's 5 mana, though. But if I can cheat into it with Tom. Maybe. The Aesir Escape Valhalla. Exile a permanent card from your graveyard. You gain life equal to its mana value. A number of +1/+1 counters on target creature you control equal to the mana value of the exiled card. Oh, return it and the exiled card to its own state. Okay, yeah, we'll play that. Long list of the Ents. Note a creature type that has been noted on long list of the Ents. When you cast your next creature spell of that type this turn, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Oh, I guess that's not technically a saga, or a creature. It's an equipment, but yeah, whatever. Saga Giant, Saga Leviathan, Saga Horror, Saga Demon, Saga Wolf, Saga Wizard, Saga Bird Moogle, Saga Knight, Saga Human Cleric, Unicorn, Samurai, Citizen, Artificer, Drake. They're all different. Yeah. Ballad of the Black Flag. Mill 3, you may put a historic card from among them into your hand. Historic spells cost 2 less. Yeah. Sagas are historic. Gadwick's First Duel. Create a curse roll attached to up to 1 target creature you control. Enchanted creature is a 1/1. Scry 2, whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery, mana value 3 or less. Copy that spell. No. I don't think we need this one. don't think making things a 1-1 would be very useful. Making my things 1-1 anyway. Founding the Third Path. You may cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value 1 or 2 from your hand without paying its mana cost. Target player mills 4 cards. Exile. We're not really doing things with instants and sorceries, so we can pass on that one. Bath Song. Draw 2, then discard. Shuffle any number of target cards from your graveyard into your library. Oh. Yeah, we'll do that. Recycle the deck or the library. Gain control of up to 1 target artifact for as long as you control Scroll of Isildur. The ring tempts you. Tap up to 2 target creatures, put a stun counter on them, and draw a card for each tapped creature target opponent controls. Meh. I think for now we'll play that. 1 ring to rule them all. The ring tempts you. Each player mills 3 cards equal to your ring bearer's power. Destroy all non-legendary creatures. Each opponent loses 1 life for each creature card in that player's graveyard. I mean, it's a board wipe. Problem is the sagas aren't legendary for some silly reason. The summons aren't legendary for some silly reason. Also, this mill hits you. I think we play it. No, I don't think we do, actually. I'm just thinking it's probably going to hurt me a lot more than it would hurt my opponents. I'll put it in the maybe pile. War in Heaven. Draw 3, lose 3. Mill 3. Choose up to 3 target creature cards with total mana value 8 or less in your graveyard. Return each of them to the battlefield with a Epidermis counter on it, their artifacts, in addition to their other types. I think we can play that. Alright. Now, let's see where we're at. I'm counting these in the creature section just because they turn into creatures, so. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. 47, 48, 49. Alright, so we're at 49 without lands. Which is nowhere near enough. I was probably figure 35 lands. So we're like at 84. So we need another, what, 15 cards to fill this out? Which we could easily do. Let's do Birth of the Imperium. Did I... Okay. Yeah, we could play Birth of the Imperium. We can run Era of Enlightenment, Fall of Wakanda, Shattered States Era, and Tales. Basically all these ones that turn into creatures we can put in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. So we need 9 more cards. Actually, probably one. Let me see here. Where, okay, we can put Everflowing Chalice in. I don't think I missed any other, like, saga cards from the pulls. Elixir is close to being good, but it's 5 mana. That's a 2 mana Dork. Could put Fatal Push in. think we actually do run Atraxa. And we can put in Inexorable Tide as well. And Scholar of New Horizons. Resourceful Defense. Guess we'll run Titus. Finish going through these, make sure I didn't miss something. Do. Did I put a Clash of the Icons in here? I feel like I didn't see one. I know I could have sworn I set one aside. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Fortunately, didn't get Jill or Clive either. So yeah, this deck is still very much going to be a work in progress. But I at least want to get it to a functioning state. Oop. Cards are sliding. Hold on. We've got a mess in the making happening. The mess happened. There are now cards all over the place. Yikes. Okay, well, I'll pick those up in a minute. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here. And that's all lands. Alright. Wait 1 second, I gotta clean up all the cards that I just sent flying everywhere. Try not to box them. Okay. So we should be at 95 if my count is correct here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. So we're at 96. So we still need 3 more cards. Huh. Well. I mean, Sithis is pretty good. I'll take Yuna's decision to try and get some advantage back. Oh, that would go in this pile. I really don't want to play Auramancer. Because it's just 3 mana to get 1 enchantment back from the graveyard and have a 2/2. Let's do... I guess we can put Follow the Imposter in. So that should put us with when I get land settled out, which I'm not going to deal with right now. That should put us at a full deck. Cool. Now I would need to go through, get lands, and... Oh, my mat has been slowly running away from the table. Cool. Alright. There we go. Okay. I do think, though, that is where we're going to end for the day. I was going to maybe play some more Final Fantasy, but looking at the time, I don't think that's going to be possible. So, yeah. I want to thank everybody for hanging out and watching, and hope you all have a good day. Bye-bye.